RAP is a social compliance monitoring organization, a sweatshop watchdog, if you will. We visit and inspect factories all over the world, mainly in the soap product sector, and verify that they are operating in compliance with relevant laws and regulations. Now, one of the most important aspects of these social audits that we conduct is doing a health and safety inspection of the manufacturing premises. It is of paramount importance that all manufacturing units be safe and healthy working environments, and that is what I'm here to speak with you about. Now, as the voting showed early on, and I was not surprised to see it, these are all very important topics that we're covering in this session, but if there was one topic that I figured we would not be just sitting comfortably about at this point in time, it was this one, and the voting did reflect that. Recent news of industrial accidents, particularly from the #2 apparel exporter on the planet, Bangladesh, has really galvanized us to the importance of this issue. If you are not aware of this particularly critical aspect of the supply chain right now, it's not because you're sitting comfortably and ignoring it, it's because you're in a coma. Because if you've been anywhere near a newspaper or a television or a computer or a smartphone in the past few months, you've seen images like these all too often of late. And if you're anywhere near being human, you've been horrified. Now, you don't need me to stand up here and talk to you about the value of human life. You don't need me to tell you about the moral imperative of making sure that the things we make and buy are not at the expense of someone's mother or someone's child. In fact, the moral case for protecting workers' lives is so obvious that I'm not going to bother trying to restate it. Instead, let me spend a minute, as has been the theme throughout the day, to make the business case for safe and healthy working environments. So we're here at the M&S Plan A Conference, and the central theme of Plan A is sustainability. Now, what is sustainability? There are many definitions, and I certainly don't claim to know all of them. What I've found in my experience is that a lot of them tend to be context-driven. What we understand sustainability to be depends in part on what exactly we're talking about. Is it a sustainable product? Is it a sustainable agricultural practice? Is it a sustainable supply chain? Or broader still, a sustainable business model? The answer varies with each of those questions. To make the business case for health and safety, I looked to the big picture. I looked to a definition that is more universal in its applicability. And my definition of choice for sustainability is this. Sustainability is being able to do whatever it is we are doing now without endangering the ability of future generations to likewise do the same. It doesn't matter whether we're talking about a product or a food item or a business model. If whatever it is we're doing is being done in a way that does not allow the next generation to also do it, it's not sustainable. And that, in a nutshell, is the business case for all of social compliance and sustainability, and within that, health and safety as a part of it. Because if doing the right thing is not good enough for you, if the moral imperative does not suffice, then you should do it anyway, because it comes down to protecting your business. Sustainability boils down to business continuity. And if your factory has burnt down or collapsed onto itself, you're not in business anymore. If your product is tainted by exposés that link it to having been sourced at the cost of workers' lives, your business is going to suffer. So regardless of whether you're a brand or a manufacturer or a farmer or a country, if you have a reputation for not caring about workers' lives, you will not be able to keep doing whatever it is that you're doing. Now, wouldn't we all rather be in business than not? instead of seeing pictures like this, wouldn't we rather see pictures like this? And by the way, that's from a RAP-certified company. I should mention that. Now, I know we're all awake to this issue right now. The voting has showed that. What I want to make sure is that we stay that way, and that we ensure that our working environments, no matter what it is that we're working in, farms, clothes, whatever it is, remain safe and healthy. Because it is the right thing to do, and because it is good for business. I would like to thank Marks & Spencer for the kind invitation to be here with you, and thank you all for your time. Have a good afternoon.